and happy holidays. So I am a big believer not only in Santa Claus, but that you don't need expensive art supplies to make beautiful pieces of art. And to prove that to y'all, I'm going to be drawing a realistic portrait only using Crayola colored pencils. This project didn't even cost me $10. I mean, it's super cheap and affordable and accessible to everyone, and we are going to also add a little bit of a holiday twist in there as well. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so these are the colored pencils that we will be using today. These are the Crayola Color of the World colored pencils. A while back I did use the crayon version of these and I really liked the natural colors and everything, so I thought I would try the colored pencil version for today's portrait. It will give us all of the natural skin tones that we need. I will be also using some colored pencils from this pack. This is a pack of 50. Of course, you do not need to buy a big pack like this. A smaller pack would probably have the colors you need, but even a large pack like this from Crayola is still pretty cheap and affordable. So I have already made my sketch for this project. You can kind of see it on camera. I made it very light so you can't see it when we put the colored pencil on top. Today we will be doing a portrait of Lily from the Netflix series Dash and Lily. I just finished rewatching it and oh my gosh, I forgot how good it was and how frustrating it can be. Oh my gosh, my heart. Guys, my heart can't take it. Now, the paper I am drawing on is just plain, regular computer paper. It is not fancy at all, so keeping this project very low cost. So I already have the sketch of her all laid out. She's looking a little bit scary right now, but I promise once we put the color on top, she will look a lot better. Hopefully, maybe. We're gonna go with it. I think I'm going to start with the eyes because that's one of the most nerve-wracking parts, and I kind of just want to get that over with. So we're going to do that first, and then probably move on to the other aspects of the face. So let's go ahead and let's start this portrait. Okay guys, so I wanted to pause here for a second to show you what I have done so far. I did her eyes and then I went ahead and did the nose and the forehead, so the upper half of her face is pretty much done. I will go back and darken areas up and finish things off, but I just wanted to get in all of the colors blocked in for now. So now we're going to move on to the bottom half of her face. This is going to be a little bit tricky because she's smiling. There's going to be a lot more subtle shading, but I believe in us guys. We can do this. So let's go ahead and let's continue. Okay guys, her face is now pretty much done. I think it turned out pretty good. There's a couple places that I think I probably could have done a bit better on, but overall I think it looks pretty good. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to her hair. I'm going to use a lot of dark browns and maybe a black color pencil just to get in those really dark areas, and do her barrettes too. We can't forget about those. So let's go ahead and let's continue. Okay guys, so I just finished the hair and I think it turned out pretty good. I only really used 2 colors for the main part of her hair, and that is this black and deepest almond right here. And then I used a couple of lighter colors for the highlights, and then I added a couple of flyaways just to make it look a bit more realistic, and I think it turned out pretty good. So now we are going to move on to the final step of this portrait, and that is her clothing. I am going to be using a lot more colors from my big pack of colored pencils just because the main bulk of her outfit is red with a couple of blues and some other colors in there. So let's go ahead and let's finish this portrait. Okay guys, so the main part of our portrait is now done. Though seeing it all completed, I think we need to add a background because I'm just extra like that. So I'm going to add a couple of evergreen branches in the back. Since there is a lot of red, I think having some nice greenery will help balance this piece out. So let's go ahead and finish our drawing. Okay guys, I'm finished. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna cheat. Well, it's not really cheating. This is a Crayola glitter pen, but it's on the expensive side of Crayola. You know, when you get to those expensive cheap art supplies. But I think I'm just going to add a little bit of detailing with this glitter pen, just real quick. Just a couple of sparkles. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh, it's so sparkly. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, I think now I'm done. Wait. Okay, I better stop, otherwise this will all be glitter. So here is the finished piece. I think it looks so beautiful. I think the background just brings it all together. So see guys, you do not need some expensive fancy art supplies to create something neat. You can use just the cheap old Crayola colored pencils from your childhood and create something pretty nice. Well, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed me drawing a realistic portrait in Crayola color pencils. Please comment down below if you'd like me to do this with other cheap art brands like Rose Art or some other cheap brand that you'd like to see me do, like a portrait or some other drawing. Please comment down below because I would love to hear how many people really like this and would like to see it again. So yeah, and I will see you guys later. Happy holidays!